Hello guys, my name is Engineer Halide. We want to discuss likeness and nature question on a sine on trigonometrical functions and compound angles. Now, they say write sine 4 theta plus sine 6 theta as a product of sines and cos. Now, what do we do first? First of all, let's see sine A sine B is equal to what? How do we write it? Is equal to what? 2 sine A plus B over 2 cos A minus B over 2. The next thing is what? How do we write what? Sine A minus sine B. So what I want to have now in that 2 cos A plus B over 2 sine what? A minus B over 2. Now the next thing to do is what? How do we write cos A plus cos B is equal to what? Well, how do we write it? We are going to have a 2 cos A plus B over 2. Then cos what? A minus B over 2. Now the next thing is what? How do we write cos A minus cos B? And that will give us what? Minus 2 sine A plus B all over 2. Then sine A minus B all divided by 2. Now, having done that, once you understand this concept, then you are free to go. Now, what I want to do now is, so having gotten that, what I want to do now is, we want to now use it to solve this problem. Question 1. Question 1 says sine 4 theta plus sine 6 theta is equal to what? As in what? Because they say we should express it as a product of sines and cos. So what I want to do now, our 4 theta is like our A, our 6 theta is B. So we'll put it in the first formula, the first equation. Now we have 4 formula given to us as a product now. Now we need to try and understand. I will see what I can do to check our previous video to check the proof. This one have what? Sine 4 theta plus what? 6 theta divided by 2. I'm using the first one. Cos. What do we do now in that? We say what? 4 theta minus 6 theta divided by what? 2. Now, having done that now, what I want to have is that 4 theta plus 6 theta is equal to 10 theta. So if you have 10 theta, I want to have what? Sine 10 theta divided by 2 cos, this one will give us what? Minus 2 theta divided by 2. There is 2 by the side. Please don't forget this 2 here. Very important. Put it there. Without that, it's not complete. Now, what we want to do now is that we are going to now say 10 theta divided by 2 is 5 theta. So I would have 2 sine 5 theta. Then this one will cancel. We have what? Cos minus theta. Now recall that sine negative theta is equal to negative angle equal to minus sine theta. Then tan negative angle is equal to what? minus tan theta, then cos of negative angle is equal to what? Cos theta plus. So if you agree that, that means our final answer for that question will not be what? 2 what? Sin 5 theta cos what? Theta. This is the first answer we are putting for that first question. So please take note of it. So let me clean board. I believe you understand what we have done. So use the first formula to solve this problem because it's how to do sin A plus sin B. So the first one will be suitable. Now, let's solve number 2. With the number 2 says that what? Sin theta is equal to 4 over 5. Find the value of cos 2 theta, sin 2 theta, and cos 3 theta. So we now say cos 2 theta is the same thing, is the same as what 2 cos square theta minus 1. Now, if you agree that, we also say the same thing as what? 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So I prefer to use this one. Remember that sin theta, sin square theta is the same thing as what? Sin theta all square. So what we want to have now will now be equal to what? 4 over 5 all what? Square. So what will take square of both sides? I would have 1 minus 2 times. This one will give us what? 4 over 5 all square. So that will give us what? 1 minus 2 times 16 over what? 25. And that will give us 1 minus what? 32 over 25. So using butterfly method, this one will give us what? 25. 25 times 1 is 25. And this times this. Then this times this will give us what? Minus 32. And 1 times 32. So our final answer from that will now give us minus 7 over what? 25. That is first one. The second one says what? You should find sin 2 theta. So sin 2 theta will now be equal to what? It says there's 2 sin theta cos theta. That's what sin 2 theta is. So I would have 2. When we have sin theta given as 4 over 5, to find cos theta, I told you before, just say 1 minus sin square theta. Remember that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So if that is the case, making cos theta the subject of formula, you have that. So you have square root of what? 1 minus 4 over 5 all square, which will give us square root of what? 1 minus 16. 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. Then we'll look for that. What I would have done, I would have the square root of what? What is the LCM? Is 25. 25 divided by 21 is equal to 25. 25 times 1 equals 25 minus 25 divided by 25 is 1 times 16 is what? 16 equal to what? Square root of what? 9 over what? 25. So, ladies and gentlemen, square root of 9 is what? 3. And square root of 25 is what? 5. So, now once we get that, we can say sin 2 theta, which is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta becomes 2 times 4 over 5 times 3 over 5. So final answer will now be what? 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Divide by what? 5 times 5 is what? 25. So the answer becomes what? 24 over 25. Now, what I will tell you to do for the last one, which is cos, is what? Cos 3 theta, I will give you as an assignment, is equal to 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So you use this formula to solve the question. Try this. Recall that what? This is cube. Thus cos theta is already equal to what? 3 over 5. That's cos theta here. So since cos theta is already known, I think to solve that problem will not be hard. Yeah, remember that sine 3 theta is equal to what? 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. This is another one you should take note of. Very important. So and so forth and so on. So that is what you are going to use to solve this one particular question. Let's go to the what? The next question. Say write down the product of what? Sine theta, sine 3 theta cos 2 theta as the sum of sines or cos of two different angles. Now, first of all, the principle upon which this one can be explained is that when you have what? Sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. I want to solve this last one, and I will use it to explain something for this one. Let me start with this one first. I will solve this one. I want to explain something. This one is simply as what? Sine A cos A plus what? Cos B sine. This is what? Cos B. This one another what? Cos A sine B. Plus, then this one to break that down is what? Sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Now, if you work with these two, this addition of these two, don't forget that this one is the same thing as this one. Will cancel out that one. So what are we left with? Add these two together. It gives us what? 2 what? Sine A cos B. So that means that what? Look at the board. That means that, let me clean this part. This part has been dealt with. That is to say, so that we don't show everything up. Let us not mix it up so that we can have a clear analysis. Now, as you say, this one now, what we want to do now is that means we are able to what? Conclude that sine A plus B plus sine A minus B is equal to what? 2 sine A cos B. If you do it with what? Sine A plus B minus sine A minus B, what I want to have is 2 cos A sine B. Now, if you do that of what? Cos A plus B minus cos, okay, plus cos A minus B, do all this, just try it. Yeah, you will see that what I'm saying is just correct. Cos A cos B. That means what you do is that take this one as what? I'll show you one sample. Let's now do what? Cos A plus B minus cos A minus B. What I would have is minus 2 sine A sine B. Now let me show you sample of what I'm saying. Let's break this one down. This one is what? If you do break down on that, you would have what? Cos A cos B minus minus sine A sine B. That is for this one. Minus open bracket. Let's break it down. Cos A cos B minus, it now be what? Plus sine A sine B. Now what I'm saying now is I want to use this one as a case study, the last case. I'm working on this last one to see that what I'm saying is actually correct. I want to prove it right. Now this one now will not be what? Cos A cos B minus Sine A, sine B. Let me make it bold so that people can see it. Okay. We open the bracket. What do we have? Minus cos A cos B minus what? Sine A sine B. Now what do we have now? Why? Because minus times minus is plus. Minus times plus is minus. So if you open the bracket or the bracket, you are going to see that you are going to have that. Now this one we what? Eliminate this. So what I would have now is minus 2 sine A sine B. So you now see how we get this. You can try it for others. Do the same thing for this way. You see what I want to have. Now I want to use it to solve these two questions. This number, write down the product of this product. The product of sine 3 theta cos 2 theta as the sum of sines or cos of two different angles. Then evaluate this one. We have done this one now, so the answer to this one is what? 2 what? Sine A cos B. We have done that. Now let us apply it to this particular one. Now if we want to apply it, what do we have? We apply it to this one now and this particular question. Okay, we have solved this kind of question before. I will give this one to try. Let's solve this one now. So let's see this one as our A. Where is it? Similar to it. We have this here. So from this first one, let me make what? Sine A, sine B, discover the formula. Like we start with sine cos. Sine A cos B. Now what do? We are now going to see sine A plus B plus sine A minus B, all divided by 2 from here is equal to what? Sine A cos what? B. Look at the word. Is equal to. That means if I make this one the subject of formula, this particular one, and why I'm making this one the subject of formula is because it looks like sine A cos B. So if I make it by dividing both sides by 2, these two, let these two leave here. So if I divide both sides by 2, that's not how to have. So let's say our A is what? 3 theta, and our B is what? 2 theta. So this A is 3 theta, then this B is what? 2 theta. To make it what? Sine. This is sine, please. Sine 3 theta plus cos 2 theta. Now let's put it there. This is what we want to have. So we put it here, we can write this as 1 over 2 open bracket, and these two now be written like this. Then sine, what is our A? A is what? 3 theta plus B 2 theta is what? 5 theta plus, now 3 theta minus 2 theta. What do you have? Theta. So sine A is 3 theta minus B is 2 theta. We have theta. So our final answer will now be what? Equal to 1 over 2 sine, open bracket, find 5 theta plus sine theta. Final answer for that question. So the question is of what? Sine 3 theta cos 2 theta. I have an answer of 1 over 2 sine 5 theta plus sine theta. Now we go to the last one because I'm leaving this one for you to solve. Use the first method to solve that. Let's see what we have. Use the first method. Let's see. Don't forget that what? Sine what? No, not even use the first. Don't forget that I gave you sine 3 theta as what? It's still up there. Yes, exactly. Only. So you combine these two efforts to produce the answer for that one. You know why you cannot use sum of multiple angles? Because the two of them are not. This one is not sine. This one is not sine. There must be the same thing before you can use that first formula I gave to you. Now I gave you a formula of sine A plus what? Sine B. It is not sine A plus cos B. You cannot have different angle before you can use it as 2 sine A plus B over 2 cos what? A minus B. I've given you that one before. So you must use that one, cannot work here. Let's go to the last one here. Now we say sine square 2 theta. Sine square 2 theta over what? Cos square theta is what we want to evaluate. The last thing. Now, in this analysis, we must be very, very very, very careful. We must be very careful in the sense that there is a square there and there's what 2 theta there. So, in simplifying this, simplify sine square 2 theta over cos square theta. Remember that sine 2 theta, recall that sine 2 theta is what? 2 sine theta cos theta. And what we have up there is what? Sine 2 theta times sine 2 theta. Don't forget this is square. If you want to rewrite it, break it down. A square is the same as A times A. That should be what? Grade 7. That should be grade 7. First week after break, or grade 1 or grade 4. No, that should be grade 1, which called SS1. First week after break. Now, what do we do now? Divide by what? Cos square theta. Now, what do we have? This one we have got 2 sine theta cos theta times 2 sine theta cos theta. Divide by what? Cos theta times cos theta. Cos square theta is simple as that. This one will cancel this one. This one will cancel this one. So what do we have left? Final answer, 2 times 2 is 4. Sine theta times sine theta, we got sine square theta. So that is the final answer for that question. I believe that I've been able to what? Convince you, not to confuse you, that trig is very, very easy. I remain the shortcut master in generality, and I wish you subscribe as you watch this video. Please click the notification button, the bell button, make it dark, so that when we post our video, when we post the shortcut, you will always be the first person to get it. Thank you. God bless you.